I can write drafts. That's not an issue. I can finish writing drafts. And my issue is always in the revision process. I get to a point in revision, I can revise to the sentence level, but when I try and revise for character, for content, for tension, for the plot lines, mostly I've kind of always fallen back on the tendency to, oh, it's all just bad. I'm just going to rewrite the book. I'm just going to rewrite it. It doesn't feel right. And so you feel like I've done this a million times. Why isn't it hitting right? Why isn't it working? And that especially comes if after you finish it and then you try and submit it, God forbid, you think like, oh, for the first time you submit, like, oh, okay, I got it this time. This time it's going to work. But after that, you start to get the rejections that come in. You go, oh, it's the same as what it used to be. And that's for me is when the hopelessness really hit. You're like, well, I tried a different thing. I tried, a new technique. I read a different book this time on the craft of writing. Why isn't it working? Because I have edited fiction manuscripts. And the odd thing is if I look at someone else's manuscript, I see it all. You look at your own and you're like, huh? It looks like it's a whole foreign language. And you're like, I guess that's good. And I mean, that's just how the human brain works. I have a master's degree. I took these courses. I know how to diagram sentences and everything. And I took courses on writing and all this stuff. And you feel like I should be able to do it. Why can't I? You could read all the craft books you want, and they do help. Whereas with the writing gym, it was much more personalized. Really different was the personalized support. We're meeting, we're going over it. This is what's wrong. This is what's not working. We have a dialogue. I'd even say it's almost better than a class because, this is the ideal of what a classroom should be. It's one-on-one. It's what kind of the ideal mentor-mentee kind of teaching style should be, where you can learn a lot and grow so fast because of that. I don't have a part of it where I go, like sometimes you're reading, you hit a part, you go, I don't have that anymore. For once, I really don't have that. And I really feel happy. Of all the parts, I go like, oh, this really works. This really works. So we were constantly helping to elevate the tension and plot lines and keep going forward. I mean, I also feel better about myself. I've grown a lot and learned a lot in terms of the revision process, which is weird coming from someone, I'm an editor, I edit things, but I learned a lot about this revision process that really even a developmental editor wouldn't really do. They went through multiple stages of revision, which was extremely helpful. And so through doing that, I feel I've grown a lot. And so when I'm writing, it comes out better to begin with. You've tried a lot of stuff before. I mean, a lot of conferences. You've tried different editors, different methods, all the methods out there that, you can, you tried it all. This one's actually going to be different. Yeah, this one's going to change. It's much closer to being a university level course where you're there and you're learning. It's much more tailored and personalized, and you're going to learn a lot from it. I would say to give you a call. You helped me a lot in the conference, and then I had your book, and being me, the editor person, oh, I got this, I can do it. That's kind of the me kind of attitude. But I wish I would have done it sooner. And so if they're thinking about it, I would say just give it a shot and go for it.